This is a low G ukulele at the moment. And if you have a low G, this song's really good for it, because as you play the chords, this note here is the beginning of a cadence as it goes down. When the rain is falling in your face, see how it moves down? And the whole world is on your case. I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. So if you're able to play these shapes, you get a much better sound. And I'll just show you the C, G, B flat, F, and the F minor, and in a way that you can move your hand to do that whole process. It's a little tricky and it's a little frustrating when you start. Day 1 I was very frustrated. Day 3 I was getting it. Day 5. So it's a nice learning journey. I'll explain to you how I move my fingers for each of those chords and how I have a process to go through the whole lot. So here's the first chord. It's a C. Now normally we play a C down here, so this is the key note. But what we do is we take an A chord. You usually play an A chord like this, but we're going to play it with the other 2 fingers here and bar the rest. The key thing when you're barring, if you haven't done this before, is don't feel like you have to hold your finger there, because that gives you a lot of strain up into your shoulder. So when you bar, you make these fingers comfy, and then this one goes up as far as it needs to go so that these 2 feel comfortable. So let your finger stick right up over the top if that's what it needs, wherever it needs to be, so that you're not feeling your elbow digging into your body. So here's what would be an A chord, but we're going to pop that up 1, 2, 3 frets. So we're on the 3, 4 and 5 fret. And our next chord's G. You step down 1, and that means that this note has dropped 1. And the other thing you have to do now is your social finger has to pop down the string. If you're very cluey, you'll notice that's an F shape from here that's been moved up. But because you've moved the F up, F sharp, G, you've now got a G chord. So we have C with our finger here, we've moved down 1, we've made an F shape now, and there's a G chord. So when the rain is falling in your place. Now you're going to move down to a B flat, but as you do that, this social finger has to pop up a string. It's back to the A shape. We had the A shape at the C, we changed to an F shape for the G, and for the G there, sorry, and now we're at the A shape again, but it's a B flat chord because we've moved the A up a half step to a B flat. I know, too much musical theory. Take a deep breath. All you really need to know is from the 3, I'll call it the 3 here, you've got your social finger on the C string, you go to 2 and it needs to learn to pop down, you go to 1, it pops back up, and the whole world is on your face. Now, notice that we're playing an F chord now, and I've slipped off, I've kept playing a bar chord for a really particular reason. Now we need to play the F minor. And here's where this spare finger comes in really helpful. You keep your social finger firmly there, and you can pivot on that and put your pointer finger there and maybe your pinky on a C note. So just do that again. So you've got this F shape, and this is at 0 if you like. Now I'm going to pivot on that finger, put that there and that there. Usually I end up with this finger sticking out. That goes straight to a F minor. And the next chord is a C. Peel them all off. And now we have a D7 and a G7. Just to make my life easier, I lay this ring finger over the strings, and in order to have the strength to hold them down, I really push it up a bit. And I don't have to hold it for long because we're transitioning to a G7 and then a resolve with a C. And that's the end of the verse. If you're playing another verse, you need to be ready to leap up to the C. So, check the shapes as I go down. An A shape, down to 2 and I make an F shape. Down to 1 and I make the A shape again, remember? Use the A chord, shape. Down to 0 and I make an F chord, shape. The F minor, I pivot and put my little finger down. La 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 la. That takes a little practice. That's my suggestion for how you can play that series of chords. And once I've got my head around that series, I can just push myself into automatic with a bit of practice. And where I stumble is the place I go back to, and I just practice where I stumble, which initially was just the C chord on the 3rd fret to the G. It took a long time to teach my finger to move. So I hope that works for you.